Boom!
What are you doing? Ow! Oh! Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I
It's
do
not
that?
a toy.
This is not a toy? Were you referring to yourself?
Yes.
Oh, this is a toy.
Hi guys, welcome to TCR. Sid,
Mike.
thanks for clicking on the video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be installing a little Armor Concepts door system to make the door a little bit safer.
Let's get right into it. We're gonna have Sid install this thing. So let me tell you guys a couple of things about home security. I feel like I can call myself an authority on this subject. I spent the first 10 years of my career post-military as a locksmith and actually worked in, for the first portion of that as a residential locksmith. You guys need to understand a couple of things about home security. Most people will break in through a window that's next to a door or break in through a window that's in a door, reach in, unlock the door. So, you know, some things to think about real quick before we talk about this product. If you really want your door to be secure, make sure you put a double-sided deadbolt on that door so that if they are able to break through, unlock the deadbolt, oh, I can't unlock the deadbolt. Now they got to take your TV back out the same window that they came in through. So if you're going to do something like that, keep a key hidden somewhere near the door where it's not visible, but you know where it is in case of a fire emergency. You need to get that door open fast. All right. The second thing to understand about a door and security is that these frames that this door butts up against are generally 3/4 of an inch to an inch thick, and they're not very sturdy, the wood itself, okay? So the bolt that throws out of your deadbolt and goes into here goes into a kind of a chintzy piece of wood most of the time, all right? So if you can firm that up and secure that, then you can prevent somebody kicking the door, especially if it's an in-swing door, and breaking that piece of wood and just kicking your door right open. Just a couple of basics about overall home security there.
It sounds to me like I was lied to my entire childhood about door frames being the sturdiest place to stand during an earthquake.
Well,
California.
if you want to get into the science of that, that actually ties right into this. Right next to every door frame is usually always a double stud, okay? So you've got a stud right here that goes all the way up to your top plate and to your bottom plate, and then just inside of that, you have a second stud called a cripple that comes up to where the header is, and the header sits on that. That supports the weight of the header. This makes that overall door opening very sturdy, like you heard in the case of a earthquake. However, what it doesn't do is provide much sturdiness for the bolt itself, because it's going into essentially the door frame, because it's going into the door jamb just inside of that stud. What they've solved for here is some really long screws that go through this metal and back into those studs behind to really sturdy it up. So good question, Sid.
And what woman doesn't like a good stud?
Let's do this.
So this actually comes with two plates, one for your deadbolt, one for your doorknob. We're actually only going to use the one for the deadbolt today. So it actually wraps around the door edge frame here. And then it's got two holes on top for your screws. And your 2-inch screws are what's going to be going in here. I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill these holes so I can get the screws in more easily. So this is going to line up against the edge of the door frame here, and this is going to, these pre-cut tabs are going to, some of them are going to line up with our strikes here, and I'm going to be removing those and then removing the tabs that correspond to take the place of those strikes. So I'm going to get the first and the third tab out because those line up with our strikes. So I'm just going to shimmy this open a little bit here. Just like that.
Do it again, do it again.
It's like a Barbie credit card.
Do it again, Mama.
Again. There we go. Now I need to put a Phillips head in so that I can change the strike plates. So now I'm going to use the 3-inch screws to get this plate in place. There we go, now we've got it on. Nice and secure. So these plates are from Armored Concepts. There's a link down below. They're an American company. They're based out of Tennessee. If you live in an area where you're worried about, maybe there's been break-ins in your area, or maybe with all the craziness going on lately, you just want to feel a little bit more secure when you're home. Maybe adding something like this to some of your main outside doors could help you feel a little bit more secure.
Another thing that comes with the kit, guys, is these hinge guards. Now what these are going to do is actually wrap over the hinge itself on the back side of the frame, and again 3-inch screws are going to go back in to those cripples and studs behind there and really suck this to them, thereby securing the hinge. Now it's a whole lot harder to kick a door in on the hinge side, but it can be done if the wood over there is weak. So it does come with those as well. It's worth noting.
So that's it, guys. Don't forget to check out the link below for Armored Concepts. Again, a USA company, so we like to support those things. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notifications.
Boom!
That's it. What are you doing? Ow! Oh! Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I
It's
do
not
that?
a toy.
This is not a toy? Were you referring to yourself?
Yes.
Oh, this is a toy.